Hi, I'm Brian Shillibert, Chief Correspondent for ThisWeekinFM, and you find me downstairs at the London venue of our exclusive networking club, where shortly somebody's going to find themselves sitting in this seat, facing a bit of a grilling from me. Let's see who they are and let's see how they get on.
Hi, I'm Brian McLagan, Managing Director of Combined Technical Solutions, CTS. We're a hard services-led FM company operating across the UK.
Brian McLagan, the relatively recently appointed MD of Combined Technical Solutions, CTS. Welcome, but let's get straight into some questions, shall we? When you were appointed, you said that the industry was facing challenging times. What do you think those challenges are, and how do you personally, CTS and the industry, rise to them?
So there's a skills gap within the industry across all trades. There's a labour shortage across the sector. We've got the impending Brexit situation, and we've also got a diversity in terms of the gender gap within engineering itself.
What do you do you personally, what do you do to make changes?
So personally, I go to career transition workshops within the military, targeting ex-service leavers. I go to schools, universities to talk about engineering and the wider FM sector as a whole.
And then what does CTS do?
So we're engaging now the apprenticeship schemes. We've got 6 apprentices on board currently, and looking to increase that as we grow, of a staff of about 130 people.
And what about the industry?
So the industry needs to work with the private and the public sector to close this skills gap, and that's targeting apprentices and reintroducing that apprenticeship scheme. If every company out there from an engineering perspective employed 6 apprentices and that grew year on year, that would break the back of the 186,000 people we need year on year between now and 2024.
Of the challenges you've highlighted, I know you're particularly keen to affect gender balance in the FM engineering world. How do you go about doing that?
I think it's just about demystifying the engineering sector itself. There's an untapped resource of not just female, but people within other sectors of the labour force within UK that don't fully understand what engineering entails. We're looking for apprentices, we're looking for middle managers and senior managers, and we need to plug into the labour resource as a whole to help fill the engineering gap that we've got in the industry.
So those female employees can be at a senior manager level, they can be managing engineers, but they can also come on board as engineers as well. I know you really would like to get more female engineers working in the industry.
Absolutely. CTS currently employs 3 female operations managers looking after a large team of engineers and a large portfolio. The technical expertise below them manages that side of the engineering. It's the management and leadership that they bring to those people and the clients across their portfolios.
Brian, I know at the engineering level you really are keen to get female engineers into the apprenticeship scheme. How's that going for you?
It's working really well. I think the benefits of going to the schools and universities to talk to young people and get them engaged into engineering. We've taken on our first female apprentice and it's working really well.
Brian, we've spoken before we sat down here today, and I know that you're big on technology. But how do you think technology is going to change the FM business as we know it today? So
technology is here today. We've got to embrace it and work with it with the skilled force that we have out there in the marketplace. It's going to enhance our performance, it's going to enhance our productivity and use that management information to provide a better service. The cost of technology is coming down day on day, and the quality of that technology is proving to be invaluable in terms of the management information we feed into our CAFMs.
Yeah, we know that those sensors are more sophisticated, give us a lot more information, and I know that you believe that means that you can change the way that we go about doing planned preventative maintenance, perhaps not even doing planned preventative maintenance anymore. Tell me a little bit more about that.
I don't think we'll ever do away with PPM in its entirety. We've got to work with the technology to allow us to be more responsive and almost predict the tasks before they happen rather than react to them after they've happened.
And that also allows you to utilise your engineers better?
It will allow us to get the first fix first time. So we're sending the right skill set, the right engineer, to site to fix the problem.
One of the challenges, Brian, that you also highlighted when we spoke previously is sustainability. I can see that approach to maintenance can have an impact on energy in buildings and utilisation of resources and so on, but I know you have a bigger definition of sustainability. What is it?
So it's about taking the sustainability piece and looking at the social value element and quantifying that from a monetary perspective. So demonstrating to clients that we will resource locally, we'll employ local people, and we'll engage with the local community in projects.
Brian McLagan, MD of CTS. Some difficult questions there, which I think you answered with aplomb. It's been a pleasure meeting with you.
Thank you very much, Brian. It really, honestly, wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.